Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Monday Night War Stories. And we find ourselves on the tail end of September 1996. We are just coming off WWF War Games. The NWO is in complete control of WCW. Well, maybe not yet. But it's not looking good. Can both shows being live in the same night create a masterpiece of sports entertainment?
But you're really stretching for it this week.
It's never a stretch when you're the voice of a generation, the Onitoshi Jeff Mack. With me as always, Dasheen Joseph Wessel.
You got yourself a big ego there, buddy.
Big ego, big voice. It all works.
Small penis.
Wow! You were complaining last night.
Wait, what?
The Human Wrestling Database, Corey Mack.
I'm speechless right now.
As speechless as you were at WrestleMania 6.
Yeah, well, I can't get into it. I was supposed to drive Rhythm and Blues down to the ring for their big performance. Some fucking jamoke from Jersey takes my spot. Terrible.
Was it also that same jamoke that was driving Macho down and it took 6 hours?
No, this guy's a different jamoke. In fact, we might talk about him.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, September 23rd, 1996. We're, again, the night after War Games.
No.
Mind Games. I was hoping it was still War Games because War Games was really good. Raw is live, but Nitro comes first as always. Coming to you from Birmingham, Alabama at the Benjamin Jefferson Civic Center. And everyone's in Japan.
Yeah, this is an interesting direction to take.
So, it's about like half the roster's on tour right now?
Yeah, well, they just went over to Japan for a New Japan cross-promotional show. You know what I've always wanted to do legit is actually look and see how many of them were actually in Japan at the time, but I never have.
Because you would figure some of the cruiserweight guys like Malenko, Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, we know that. And then, like, they would send, like, Sting and Luger over, but I mean, the entire the Horsemen, outside of Benoit, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I doubt Mongo was in a New Japan wrestling ring in September '96.
I could see maybe Flair going over there. He's done tours over there before.
Well, yeah, but at this point, he wasn't. It wasn't the norm for him.
That's true.
I would love to see Mongo and Nakanishi.
Ooh, shit! Somebody's gonna die. So we start off with our commentary team, and as always, Shivani and Zbyszko, a living legend there. And they have a copy of USA Today from actually that day. And there seemed to have been an ad placed in there for tonight's show.
For WCW Monday Nitro?
Yeah, but
Kind of.
over the WCW part, of course, was NWO. Now, they assert that this was not an ad placed by WCW, but in fact was one placed by the New World Order.
Well, of course, WCW would have never got that right.
So we get our review of what happened at Fall Brawl. And if you want to hear about that, I mean, Pay-Per-View War Stories, 2 times ago? I mean, it's right there for you to listen to. And we also get an image of earlier in the day when people were starting to file into the arena. The NWO youth were out handing out flyers, and it was not getting a positive response. Most people ripping them up, throwing them away, yelling at the young people handing out the flyers.
The guy that ripped it up and then kept yelling at the camera for like 3 minutes.
I was the middle-aged dude cutting a promo right into the camera.
Yeah, that was about to say. I wonder what he actually said because we couldn't hear it. But
I
wish we did.
I got some of it.
Yeah,
it was like Horsemen are forever #1, baby. WCW up top.
Okay.
NWO down below, never gonna be seen.
I knew something Horseman because he did the
he did the 4.
Deborah's not gonna be here this week.
No, you gotta do it properly then.
I am properly.
Spacey! Spacey, you sons of bitches!
When she does it, then I would do it.
That being said, let's go ahead and get to our first match. Tag team action to start us off. As the team of Juventud Guerrera and Brad Armstrong.
Okay.
There's the most randomly thrown together fucking tag team you'll see this week.
By the way, the guys who also got the jobber entrances. Take on the team of the Taskmaster and Conan. Were brought to the ring by Jimmy Hart and Big Bubba.
Dungeon of Doom, esse.
Mike Tenay here to help call the action in this high-paced match, because all the high-flying from the Taskmaster.
Yeah.
We start off with Hoovy and Conan.
That's called a delayed pop right there.
Conan with a nice release German suplex on Hoovy. Hoovy, not to be outdone, rebound head scissors takedown, then a slingshot plancha out to Conan. Back in with a springboard senton. Conan, though, I love that package DDT. That really works well.
Like the Brainbuster DDT?
Yeah. And then a Muscle Buster as well to Hoovy. Then Hoovy gets the tag to Armstrong, who eats a powerbomb. But the problem is, during this entire stretch, Conan's going over trying to get the tag from Taskmaster. Won't tag.
He ain't feeling it.
Okay, hits the next move. Go over, gets the tag. No. Okay, tagging Armstrong, powerbomb him. Okay, now Taskmaster takes the tag, stomps once and gets the 1, 2, 3.
He looks pissed taking the tag, though.
Yeah, he does.
He ain't fucking happy.
I wonder if Taskmaster forgot that he writes the book.
Yeah.
And he's like, I couldn't have not even put myself in.
Your winner is the Dungeon of Doom. Directly after the match, Big Bubba and the Taskmaster just start beating the shit out of Conan.
Right?
So in my notes I have, I guess Conan's out of a dungeon already.
For all of about 35 seconds until we find out, no, this was just an initiation.
I guess not.
And this is just his way of actually finally becoming a true member of the Dungeon of Doom.
You got to remember at the time, man. I mean, remember the whole East Coast, West Coast, gang rap thing was huge.
Yeah.
Everything was about gangs and gang initiation and being part of your crew. And since he's a cholo, we got to make it the most racist, stereotypical thing we possibly can fucking do.
Son of a
Because
bitch.
not only are we WCW, but this is pro wrestling.
Yeah.
See, you weren't there. We tried to do it with Rick to see if he wanted to do this podcast, but he couldn't handle it.
Just the two of you?
Yeah, so we just brought you along.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
I don't think we have to talk to him about
we
that.
haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I'm waiting at the ready, fellas. Anytime you guys want to jump, let's see how this goes.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're a wonderful addition to this podcast, and we would never think of doing anything like that.
We'll be right back.
You do remember that I have certain affiliations that could prove beneficial.
I wouldn't know about this because I am just a broadcast journalist, sir. But anyways...
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Follow me into the kitchen.
Oh, wait. While the match is happening, also there is a roving band of NWO youth just roaming the arena with large signs obstructing the view of the paying customers.
What dicks? They're obstructing the view.
Look at this match. It's okay.
This is true. If it's this match, it's okay. We also get a review of what happened at the end of last week's Nitro because the NWO was very keen about possibly making an appearance tonight. Because I guess Hogan has pull. He can get some passes.
Well, I mean, six digs Savage, man. He digs him the most.
It's his favorite wrestler. So with that, when we come back from break, Mike Tenay's in the back with the Macho Man.
Why does it look like Mike Tenay's trying to bite his lip? Like,
I know,
swallow his bottom lip?
my favorite thing in wrestling journalism is tense Mike Tenay doing promos.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Macho pulled himself from the Japanese tour. He was actually supposed to go over, but he had a premonition that he was needed here.
Was it a premonition?
Also, we find out that actually he would have been very welcomed in Japan because, much like the Zen Buddhist of Japan, he believes in reincarnation. Because it doesn't matter if it's this lifetime or in 1,000 lifetimes, he's gonna kill Hogan. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I got a soft spot for old Macho Man.
And then we get our next match. From the random number generator in the back, Let's get Mike Enos to the ring to take on Chris Jericho.
Hey, man, both capable workers. One's a little young, a little green.
It's not a match I thought I was going to see.
No, this is my favorite part of Nitro over the next 4 years now that it's gotten huge, is like you said, just the random fuck it. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. You two, get to the ring.
We also find out before the match starts, there has been another match added to Halloween Havoc for the WCW Tag Team Championship. It will be Harlem Heat defending against the Outsiders.
Wait, what?
That doesn't look good for the WCW tag teams.
Wait, wasn't it supposed to be Harlem Heat versus Steiner Brothers?
Remember, Scott's hurt.
Yeah.
Then wasn't it supposed to be Harlem Heat versus the Nasty Boys?
That happened to Fall Brawl, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pulling the Rick card for a minute.
As for the match, this is actually a pretty fun match.
I like this match.
Jericho with a nice spin heel kick. Enos with that slingshot shoulder breaker from the outside, much like you see Sheamus use nowadays. Really works for a guy his size that has that mobility. Jericho takes down Enos in an arm bar, and somehow gets a 1 count off of it, even though Enos' shoulders never hit the mat.
Nick Patrick wasn't refereeing.
No, he was not. It was Randy Ashton. I think.
Exactly, that's why. I mean,
so Enos then with that nice belly to belly, then a running clothesline off the apron to the outside. Then he suplexes. Oh, he turns the steps on end, and then suplexes Jericho onto the steps. Ouch!
hey man, Mike Enos is one of my favorite underrated workers of the '90s.
Enos then with the power slam, that gets 2. Starts working the Boston Crab. Yes, he has the walls in on Jericho. Then he picks him up into a Canadian backbreaker. But Jericho will not kick, or will not quit. He does kick.
Quit.
He does have a kick. It's called Super Kick.
Super kick.
Couple super kicks to Enos. Then a butterfly suplex. Looks like he's been watching a couple Steiner matches. Goes up top, super drop kick. Then goes up for a super Frankensteiner, but Enos says, no, super powerbomb. That gets 2. Then the end of this match is a little weird. So Enos goes for a power slam, but Jericho uses the momentum to just swing him around too far into a cradle for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Chris Jericho.
They're pushing this Jericho.
They are. Babyface Jericho, I love the music. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
The end was... It took me a second to kind of get it. How did that work? I'm glad they did a replay of it because I just couldn't see it the first time.
It was an interesting way.
Yeah, I was wishing for something a little cleaner, but hey, I liked it. It was a good match. So, can we continue the momentum into our next match?
No.
Is that Goldberg's music?
Is it him?
You have to remember, this is 1996. Nobody knows who the fuck Goldberg is.
Oh, yeah. It's Pat
Is it him?
It's Pat Tanaka.
This joke is not landing. Who is Goldberg? Who is Goldberg?
It lands in 2017, damn it. Super Dad comes out to the... No, it's Pat Tanaka.
Damn it.
And he's taking on Mr. Overproduction himself, Glacier.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Am I the only one hoping Pat Tanaka just shoots on him?
You can wish. Joe, what was your assertion about this match?
Fuck.
No, about the 2 styles.
Oh, yeah. My 2 cents for this match is, let's have a guy who thinks he knows Kung Fu, and let's put him against a guy who dresses up like he knows Kung Fu.
Pretty much. So with all of that Kung Fu action you expect, the best move of the match is when Pat Tanaka hits a sit-out powerbomb. Then doesn't go for a cover.
Well, that Glacier kind of no sells.
Yeah. No sells by doing the splits up to standing.
Yeah.
And then hits a spinning roundhouse for a 3. Your winner, Glacier.
I was looking forward to Zabisco's insight onto the martial arts. Of this
He has a black belt in karate.
He's legit. He's got a black belt.
I like the fact Zabisco's like, let's just have them go against the NWO.
Yeah.
Oh no, their assertion is that the NWO is going to go for Glacier to try to bring him in.
I seriously doubt this is a consideration. I'm just going to throw that out here right now.
After who you bring in later tonight.
You have a chance.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Who we bring in later?
Did he not just make the assertion,
Yeah,
sir?
Did.
Not on. No, there's no visual here. It's actually, what are you talking about?
I believe you said we.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, we get our
You declare that you did say the we.
sir. If he has said so much, we'll let the proof be the pudding.
Your Honor. I'm about to lawyer your ass,
No,
bro.
hey.
He's been
there's
watching too many Clarence Mason clips.
Listen, Joe. There's no need to be a big John Henry about this.
Give it a minute, we'll get there. First, we got to get our promo for Saturday night, and in attendance tonight, U.S. Olympian and silver medalist in Greco-Roman wrestling, Matt Gaffani.
I thought he was a silver
Jafari?
medalist in eating because that's all he kept doing.
So basically, he's like, oh wait, they had a gold medalist show up in freestyle. Let's get the silver medalist in Greco-Roman.
My 2 cents is who?
Yeah.
Sabisco, so he's a loser. He couldn't win the
Gaffari,
gold.
yes. Wait, it's not like you were an Olympian.
Hey, he was the living legend. He retired Bruno.
You know what he said? No, you heard his line after that, right?
Yeah.
I was too mean.
Yeah.
And now it is time for our next match. WCW Tag Team titles are on the line. It's Public Enemy with a table. Take on Harlem Heat with Sensational Sherry and Colonel Parker's Cock.
And I like Zabisco going, yeah, you can bring weapons down, just know you can't use them, but you can bring
You
them
can't
all.
bring him into the
Yeah,
ring.
you
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 can
can
use
use
him
him
outside.
outside the ring.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
However, throwing somebody over the top rope, that's a disqualification.
Yes, it is. By the way, another match announced for Halloween Havoc. And this one is going to bring another Fisher to our group. This time a feud between Joe and I.
Okay.
Because your man Lex
Yep.
is taking on Arn Anderson.
Well, remember, because Arn contends that Lex is a loser and quit because he's a baby in War Games. He submitted. He couldn't.
He was a
handle it.
pansy.
Whoa. No, I'm not saying that.
No. You would have tapped too, or you would have passed out.
I will not tap into that. It's fake Sting. Who passes out the fake Sting?
Hey, man, how do you know it was a fake Sting? I mean, this is all under conjecture.
As the real Sting also showed up in the match, which if you listen to the pay-per-view war stories available here on NoSellEntertainment.com,
You mean the guy?
you know all about.
You mean the guy that WCW paid to come out and pretend to be the real Sting?
Oh, brilliant. So, to begin the match, Harlem Heat with a double big boot to Rocco Rock, but then Grunge off the top with a double flying clothesline. Booker goes for the Harlem sidekick, but misses and gets crotched on the top rope. Booker then slams Grunge on the table on the outside, and the table, he don't break.
No, I do not.
Bad times had there. Back in, Booker with the Harlem sidekick to Grunge, that gets 2. We cut to the outside, and the NWO has arrived.
And what are they saying?
I don't know. I couldn't really hear what they were saying. It was kind of bad audio pickups a couple times out there.
Not really. I heard crystal clear what he said.
What are you saying?
The accept no substitutions. The real deal is here.
Oh,
And what time is it?
if I remember right, it's right around 8:45.
Okay.
So, with that, we go back in. Grunge with the swinging neck breaker on Booker. Then we get to the crazy finish because nothing in this feud can go correctly. Everybody's all over the place. Booker rolls up Rocco Rock, who shits the leverage, I believe, and that gets the 1, 2, 3.
What?
Everybody's confused. Everybody is confused as all hell. Who won this match? The winners of this match and the new
No.
WCW Tag Team
That's a questionable
Champions,
call. You know why?
Public Enemy.
That's a questionable call. You know why?
Why?
Nick Patrick's the ref.
Oh my god.
Both men's shoulders were down.
He saw the Harlem Heat's shoulders were down. He called the 1, 2, 3.
Nope.
To be perfectly honest, that's what it looked like to me. But it's a hard call. It was a really weird finish, but that's okay. You have new tag team champions, so I guess now it's going to be Public Enemy versus the Outsiders for the WCW Tag Team Championships at Halloween Havoc.
I like those odds. I really like those odds.
I'll say Public Enemy putting Hall and Nash through a table?
No, that's not what I meant.
By the way, gentlemen, welcome to Hour 2. Pyro galore! So we get ready for our next match, which is Greg the Hammer Valentine taking on the Macho Man Randy Savage.
The feud that will never die.
Didn't I see this at WrestleMania 4?
Yes.
Did it also go the same way? Which was Greg the Hammer Valentine controls the entire fucking match.
Yeah, and then Savage wins.
Well, the thing is...
I mean, normally. You know,
Oh, we also had another bit of information. It seems there were some dark matches that I unfortunately do not have privy to. And in one of those matches, Super Calo was wrestling. And something went awry, and he dislocated his elbow.
That's
Yikes.
terrible. That sounds painful as fuck.
Yeah,
Get better quick, Super Calo.
He was being taken to a local hospital. Macho, though, not so much worried about his opponent, just starts beating the shit out of Hammer with a chair and gets disqualified. Then throws the ref out of the ring to continue his assault when out comes the NWO. The Outsiders, 6, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, and a very dapper-looking Giant.
Well, I mean...
Where's the Giant looking dapper? What the fuck are they doing?
didn't they warn everybody that this was coming?
Oh, excuse me.
You would think, yeah, they're here.
This was not a surprise.
No,
They put an ad in a paper saying this was going to happen.
and they kind of basically said so last week.
And then they even pinpointed who they were going to go after.
And they got to him.
So, I mean, I don't know what all this shock and awe is about.
Well, it doesn't work well for Macho as he eats the Razor's Edge. Gets a jackknife powerbomb. Liz comes out, then realizes discretion is the better part of valor, and hightails it the fuck out of there.
Hear me.
Giant then gives the greatest intro of all time for Hollywood Hogan.
A fitting, epic intro for a fitting, epic, larger-than-life superhero.
Thugs, you know that, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's Hollywood Hogan now, not
mean-
the red and yellow.
Exactly. He's a superhero now.
I just want to say one thing. So Hogan comes out.
Yes.
I just want to say one thing that you notice in the ring. There are 6 guys in that ring. Okay. Hogan. 6. Razor.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Hall. Nash.
Listen here, JR.
DiBiase. Macho. There are 6 guys in that
Oh,
ring.
there's another one.
I don't know, Giant.
Giant.
But no, 6 of the 7, all WWF. A big stick it to Vince right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the 7th comes down.
Yeah.
Literally the only original wrestler is the Giant.
And that was just a crazy sight to see.
By the way, Hogan drops the leg twice onto Macho. Then Nash has somehow procured a Slim Jim and starts whipping Macho Man with a Slim
I
Jim.
loved it. I don't, even though they're a bunch of thugs, I just thought it was funny. Then the Giant eats it.
Yes, the Giant snaps into that Slim Jim. While Hogan spray paints the balding head of the Macho Man.
It was glaring.
Yeah, what was it?
With that, they head up to commentary.
I just want to say,
yeah.
How weird would it be if WWF did something at this time of this type of thing, but they kept like half those guys, you know, the new generation guys of the 1, 2, 3 Kid, Razor, and Diesel. If they kept those 3,
Everything in wrestling history is different.
Yeah, oh yeah.
but it's just like seeing 6 out of 7 guys in the WCW ring right now, and they're all in one shape or form WWF guys.
Oh yeah,
Through and through.
And now they're in the enemies, you know.
Hey man, if you're not willing to pay,
Yeah.
About to say, egos will be the end of everything, and so will dollar bills, y'all. They head up to commentary today, and Heenan just book it. Bischoff thinks about leaving, but it's a little too late now. As the NWA is like, stick around. Enjoy yourself.
He's a good-looking guy. The demographic.
And now it is time to introduce the newest member of the NWO, the head of security.
Oh, we need a head of security.
Vincent.
Yeah.
Vincent is, for those of WWF knowledge, Virgil.
Well, Corey, break him down.
Well, it's all about that fuck money. See,
Yeah.
it's
Get that meat sauce.
Get that meat sauce. Virgil, longtime bodyguard of Ted DiBiase. So really, this makes all the sense in the world.
Except for didn't he turn on DiBiase?
Yeah, look how well his career went.
Yeah,
so what did you just say? Money, dollar bill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know? So it makes all the sense in the world to bring him in again. He's got the past with them all. Him and Hogan, they know each other from multiple beatings. Mm-hmm. And so it makes sense.
And one person that Vincent is keen to get all of his aggression out on is Eric Bischoff.
Apparently he was not all about that fuck money in the contract negotiations.
I guess not.
This Vincent fellow is an uber thug because he just is so rude.
I was going to ask, why is he an Uber thug, Joe? Why is that?
Oh,
What are you...
because he takes his aggression out on Bischoff while Bischoff is doing nothing.
The fact that Hall and DiBiase have to keep on telling Vincent to cool it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. With that, though,
When Hall's your voice of reason.
they have to go into commercial break. And the following announcement is paid for by the New World Order. That announcement is buy the shirt.
It's a good-looking shirt.
Buy it!
Buy it.
The preceding announcement was paid for by the New World Order. And with that, we go back to commentary.
How much is for the shirt?
They didn't say.
It's like $20.
Yeah, I heard in the Pritchard podcast that they were going to actually bump it up to like $25-$26 because it was
Could have got it.
They could
have got that money. Also, the Pritchard podcast is fucking amazing.
I love Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. Top-notch pod quality.
top-notch.
Every week.
I
Definitely.
can't wait to listen to tomorrow. It's
XFL?
no,
What's the new one for tomorrow?
it's the one with Zeus.
The Holds Barred?
No
The match of the
Bar.
movie?
Yes.
Yes, I just listened.
It's like 2 hours. And it's
I just finished the XFL episode.
yeah.
Ooh.
Which was really interesting.
I'm very interested in that one. Then we go back to commentary. Speaking of the XFL, the Outsiders are very interested in sports. They can take over everything: football, baseball. But Nash's brother-in-law is really big into NASCAR.
Yeah.
Hicks putting it in a chaw and racing around in a circle for hours on end. And they thought, you know what? We can make a mark in that. And we introduced the NWO NASCAR.
Yep, that's a beautiful looking car.
And well, they gotta get
Pretty loud.
They gotta get a driver for it. So let's get the bad boy of racing, Kyle Petty.
Well, he fits the pedigree.
He did punch a dude.
Yeah, hey.
He is a thug. And also the nowhere near as talented son of a racing legend.
Hey, I'm getting to... I'm not appreciating this word you guys keep throwing out. Thugs.
You punched another driver.
Well, I can't speak about Kyle Petty, but Joe over there loves to throw the word thugs
You're
out.
thugs and scumbags. You're jumping innocent people. You're
Don't-
taking over a TV show right now.
Don't sugarcoat it, Joe.
J-Law raped a girl.
He was acquitted.
That's awesome.
Also, they're taking jobs. As the Giant has now taken over ring-announcing.
For David Pinsnob.
I mean, he's better.
Yeah, he is.
So,
As he introduces our next match, which is that young up-and-comer Jim Powers
God damn it.
Hall's really
Teddy.
into that young up-and-comer.
versus M. Wall Street.
He's a veteran.
Not VK,
Nope.
but M. Wall Street.
My favorite part is Hall breaking down his dual sports history at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Like fucking Hall's like fucking Mauro Ronaldo.
And then they decide, I don't think this match really sounds very good.
Before the match gets thrown out, okay. You gotta love Hall and Nash. doing everything in the world they can to say Jim Powers is on steroids.
Basically, yes. Man, the guys at the gym love him.
He's ripped. He's jacked.
He's on some type of juice. I don't know what, but
But eventually the Outsiders go down and beat the shit out of Jim Powers. And then the ref fucking just quits WCW.
It's not worth it.
He says, it's not WCW, I fucking quit. Takes off his little bow tie. Because that's the ultimate sign of quitting, is taking off the little bow tie.
That's how I knew when someone quits.
yeah, one thing I always thought was a little odd, and they didn't go this way this episode, was Wall Street, like having any run-ins with DiBiase.
Oh, that would have been interesting,
Right?
yeah. I'm interested in that.
They didn't do anything like
Notice they put him over a little bit. They didn't. Oh, he's great, but they didn't bury him.
Yeah.
It was very respectful.
Shit, we need a ref now. Our ref's quit.
Well,
Hey, Nick Patrick's here!
Oh,
What's he saying?
Look at that! Fancy that!
Is he on new ear? Is that a new earring I see?
Looks like
come on.
it. Looks like
Earring,
a big
really?
diamond.
Really? Aren't you really stretching now? An earring?
I didn't notice it before.
Oh my
I've
god.
never noticed it until now, too. And it's pretty big.
Good news, though. We have a replacement for the match. As Jim Powers with Teddy Long will now take on the Giants.
What?
Can I just, personally first, can I just say thank God that WCW still has a capable official in Nick Patrick who's got balls enough to stick around and finish this show? Because, I mean, what's going to happen if there's no ref?
It's still a little fishy, though.
By the way, it's Choke Slam 1, 2, 3. Your winner is the Giant. Who does his own announcing for his own match.
Hey.
Then we cut back to the hallway where Hogan is tagging the fucking arena.
That's what Hogan does now.
And he runs into his buddies, the Nasty Boys.
Oh, that's what he does now, huh? It fucking desecrates walls and arenas.
No, he's an artist.
Art, really?
So he talked to his buddies, the Nasty Boys, because they are friends. We was at Knobs' sister's wedding or something like that.
Yeah.
This last weekend. And he's like,
The nasty girl. Yeah.
we want to talk business. So why don't you guys, here's my room key up to my suite. Guys go up there, pop a cork, have a good time.
That's a little odd.
And we'll talk business. Anything you want. Oh, by the way, can you take my belt back there as well?
Takes the belt.
Yeah, they take the belt. So, okay. Time for our next match. As Hacksaw Jim Duggan takes on Ron Studd. Until Hogan and Nash kill Ron Studd.
Yeah.
Shit, we need another map. 6! 6 is in the match now.
Hey, that's why he's there.
And he gets his motherfucking ass kicked.
Well, I'll give you this. Duggan is a tough dummy. He is a tough dummy. He's no pushover.
No, I mean, he just controls everything. Even hits the 3-point stance clothesline. Goes for the pin, but the Giant pulls him out of the ring.
What the hell?
Choke slams his ass, rolls him back in, and 6 covers for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And Nick Patrick somehow doesn't see that the Giant pulls Duggan out. Which, by the way, sloppy ass choke slam.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell Duggan
There's
didn't
Duggan.
want to take that fucking bump.
Yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah, or period.
So, 6 wins his WCW debut.
With help.
Of course he does.
That's true.
Pathetic.
He's a top-notch wrestler.
We get the WCW magazine promo, which still has staying there, even though he's turned his back on the entire company.
Well, in all fairness,
Wow, where'd you get these guys?
you notice the Nitro beginning still has red and yellow Hogan.
This is true. They're a little slow to change.
I don't think they're going to change that.
Yeah.
And we get our next match as Bo Ladue.
Bola who?
Who? The NWO brought him in. I figured you know who he was.
Hey, I wasn't in charge of scouting indie talent.
For the NWO.
I'm not saying that either way. I don't know what you're talking about.
Takes on the NWO Sting.
You mean real Sting?
The actual place header on the screen showed NWO Sting. Also, it was horribly done because it was on the side shot, and it was only on for like 2 seconds.
Well, crooked. I mean, that's inept WCW work. I'm not surprised.
NWO Sting hits a hot shot, then a Stinger Splash, then a Scorpion Deathlock to win the match.
Well, Boladu is exactly, how do I put it?
Talent.
Well, he's a jobber.
Yeah. He's not even an enhancement talent.
No, he's a straight up Jay Brone.
Okay. We have one more match. As the team of High Voltage
Danger, High Voltage.
takes on the amazing French Canadians, who come out and sing "O Canada" in French,
Until DiBiase is like, I've had enough of this.
and then they just leave. They just leave.
Because it was kindly suggested to them that it would be in their best interests to head back to the locker room.
So we don't have a main event.
Oh, no, we do. Don't worry about it.
Is that the Outsiders? And the best porn music you've ever heard in your life?
Yes! Your favorite adult film soundtrack.
I love it.
Chaos.
Back in the, I think it was back in the 6 match. So because they didn't have it going over the main thing yet.
Yeah.
So Hall has a boombox and he holds the mic up to the boombox. Then they figured out the next sentence to actually produce it.
Yeah.
I just don't like this. This is just pure chaos. It's the NWO running the show, which is crap. It's just them going, you know what, guys? We're just going to do this today.
It's them showing WCW at their typical idiot worst. You know what? If you guys are laying down and making this fucking too easy.
We have guys in Japan right now. Okay?
Macho had, and as Hogan stated on commentary,
Multiple times.
Macho had balls enough to cancel and get his ass here, but the rest of them must not have his sack.
It's like Hogan respects Macho.
Yeah, he knows he's got to kill him, but he respects him.
It's the same with like Duggan and even they put over High Voltage.
Yeah.
On the fact, hey, these guys had the balls to show up and get their ass kicked.
Right?
By the way, so we're watching the match, right? The Outsiders versus High Voltage. And there is one thing for sure here. You forget how fucking good early Outsiders were. Because when I look back nostalgia-wise, at the WCW versions of Hall and Nash, it's really degraded because of what happens later on with Hall.
It's the 99 version, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand.
And it really takes away, because in 96, my God, are these guys good.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
Top of their game still.
Jesus Christ. Some of the stuff they do in this match is just absolutely great.
I mean, they beat up Savio. Oh, wait, that's not Savio.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll
But
get
I
to that.
thought-
We'll get to that.
Oh, well, I'm just confused.
So, Nash hits the sidewalk slam. We come back from break. Hall's got that modified bow and arrow abdominal stretch.
I love that thing.
Nash hits Snake Eyes. Hall, super back suplex. I'm not going to try to remember which version of High Voltage is which. They don't really matter. Nash finishes off with the jackknife powerbomb.
Somewhere Rage and Chaos are crying right now.
Your winners, the Outsiders. And with this, we head back to commentary. By the way, Joe,
Yeah.
WCW magazine, right?
Yep.
You still have that going for you, right?
Hopefully.
Who's on the cover this month of WCW magazine?
I believe it was Macho.
No.
There was a Macho.
No.
Is it Sting?
No.
A Horseman.
No.
Oh, my man Luger?
Yeah, it's the Outsiders.
What?
Yeah, the Outsiders on the cover of fucking WCW magazine.
What?
Which the NWO is keen to point out right away.
What?
Then they just for shits and giggles, give you a replay of the beatdown of Macho earlier in the night.
So, wait, hang on. Are you telling me I'm losing my show tonight?
Yes.
And now I'm losing the magazine?
Yes.
Fuck, now you're gonna tell me we're gonna give him a pay-per-view or something. Come on!
I don't give him any ideas. And with that, Hogan brings up that, he's got to go film a movie. It's a sequel to Three Ninjas, and everybody's invited on set.
Oh, cool.
Well, if you're NWO.
Oh, what?
And then, the last line before we cut for the night. Hall turns to the Giant, and he goes, "Hey, big man, so is it true that Andre is your dad?"
Oh, why you gotta go there? Why you gotta ask me that?
Good night!
Why you gotta ask me that?
I fucking love it.
I mean, if you guys want, I can probably give you some from the set notes about being out in Hollywood for the three ninjas.
Oh, you were there?
it's my job to be an investigative reporter,
Okay.
so I could probably find my way there.
Okay, I'd like to hear this with this.
Yeah.
So with that, we gotta click our channel over to the USA Network.
Do we have to?
Yeah, because it's been 3 hours and we can. And
Still stockings time?
not quite. That's after.
Oh, damn.
So
The 16-year-old me was all about watching some silk stockings.
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, baby.
But first, we have to go
What
to.
about strip poker? When they already went to bra and panties, like, come on, one time. Never happened.
Never.
So with this, we go to Hershey Park Arena in Hershey, Pennsylvania, diabetes capital of the world, and we do have some dark matches to tell you about.
Ouch, brother.
It's literally a city entirely made on a chocolate factory.
And I bet you everybody in that city fucking hates chocolate.
Number one candy in Hershey, Pennsylvania, is Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, there's like, give me some Sour Patch Kids, damn it.
No, you're going to get the almond Hershey's, okay?
Fuck you!
Dark matches for this one. Let's get the jobbers out of the way first. The Undertaker beat Mankind.
Jobbers.
Also in action, Salvatore Sincere defeated Tom Cosati.
Who?
Well, Tom Cosati would go on to some fame as former ECW World Champion, former NWA World Champion, former 0-1 competitor, former MLW competitor, former Ring of Honor competitor, former Ring of Honor announcer, current brand new trainer at NXT
Former
Performance
New
Center.
Japan Pro Wrestling announcer as well.
Yes, Mr. King of Wrestling, Mr. Steve Corino.
Okay.
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
The King of Old School.
And then the other dark match, Matt Hardy defeated Jason Arndt.
Well, hold on. I've got a premonition that one of these guys will do something in his career.
Is it Joey Abs?
No, it's not.
Because that's who Jason Arndt is, correct?
Yes, Jason Arndt, Joey Abs of the Mean Street Posse. You know what? That makes sense because even though they're in Pennsylvania, Carino trained with all those guys down in Carolina. Jason Arndt, the Hardys, Carino off and on, Shane Helms, Shannon Moore. They're all like the North Carolina connection coming up around the same time. So.
Okay. So, with that, let's go ahead and get our show kicked off here. The intro, we review Mind Games and the attack from what appeared to be Razor Ramon and Diesel on Savio Vega in the back.
But I just watched them.
No, that was them. They attacked Savio.
But I just watched them beat up everybody.
They must have
On
jumped
night-
ship.
But
They must have jumped ship.
Wait, both of these shows were live, right?
yep.
I call baloney.
I don't think you can be in two places at one time, Joe.
And Pennsylvania and Alabama aren't really close to each other.
And
like
what
10
we
minutes
saw,
away.
and what we saw on Nitro was very much Hall and Nash.
Oh, but anyways, Jerry the King Lawler, JR, and Kevin Kelly on the call here. Pat Patterson is the ref for our first match, and Mr. Perfect is here. He eventually joins commentary. And somebody's left a perfectly good tombstone in the middle of the walkway.
Yeah, get used to this. I get real tired of seeing this over the next 4 weeks.
And we get ready for our first match as we get the finals of the Intercontinental Title Tournament. As Farouk with Sonny takes on Mark Mero and Sable.
Why is this curtain jerking?
Because, you know,
They couldn't even put it on the pay-per-view the night before?
No.
Now it's your curtain jerker on Raw?
are you waiting for the main event? Oh, yeah. By the way, Mark Mero decides to rush the ring just to get his ass kicked by Farouk.
Can't they just tell you at this point this belt means fucking shit?
Basically. Mero denies Tilt-A-Whirl, his head scissors takedown. Farouk with an Enziguri. Very nice. Mero to the outside with the somersault plunge. Back in with the Mero salt, which is the turnaround springboard moonsault on the top. Which was kind of funny because when he first got up there, he almost lost his balance and fell off.
Yeah, he did.
and then decides to bounce, double a 180, and use that into a springboard moonsault. So, sure, why not?
There's always an added sense of danger when Mark Mero's on the fucking top rope, you know what I mean?
That got two, by the way. And then we have an Ahmed Johnson phone call. He's recovering nicely.
I'll let you do the breakdown because I don't know one fucking word he said.
Right.
He said he's recovering nicely, and that's all I got. Farouk with the power slam, that gets 2. Then takes Mero up to the second rope. Super Samoan drop. But that only gets 2. But the thing is, on that 2 count, Kevin Kelly points out Pat Patterson with a fucking slow count.
It was pretty slow.
Then Sonny kind of getting to mouthing with everybody, gets thrown out by Pat Patterson. Then we get a headlock in the middle, and some guy in the front row, camera side, has a "We Love Rest Hold" sign.
Yes.
That's fucking brilliant. Mero then with a Super Frankensteiner, that gets 2. Then Sonny comes out. Wait, I thought she was kicked out.
She was.
She's back with a purse. And she gets into a cat fight with Sable and leaves her purse on the apron. Pat Patterson goes over to break up the cat fight. Farouk picks up the purse, goes to hit Mero, completely misses. Mero with the flurry of punches, grabs the purse, hits Ahmed over the head with it, lines him up. Wild Thing off the top. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion of the World, the Wild Man Mark Mero.
This guy.
Sonny then unloads the purse to find out there was a brick in it.
I just want to say, I in my notes, I have about 5 things that they bring up into this match that they try to cram into this one match.
Yeah. It gets a lot of time.
Sonny gets ejected.
Yeah.
2, Ahmed phones it in.
Yep.
3, they bring up Diesel and Razor being here.
Again.
Then they're calling out Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, it gets barely put in there, but that's something that happens later.
And Sonny and Sable fight.
Yes.
And Mark Mero takes forever to hit his little finisher.
Wait, he drags Farouk over to the corner, then has to fix him vertically as well as horizontally to get to the right position, then hits the
And by the way,
press.
while all that's going on, there's an Intercontinental title match taking place.
Yeah, and by the way, there's a title match.
JR gets in the ring and does a post-match interview with Mero where he thanks God and Sable and Mr. Perfect. And JR, you're an okay guy.
No thanks.
Yeah, you're an okay guy. We get a review of In Your House from July 1995.
Oh my God.
Intercontinental title match between Jeff Jarrett and Shawn Michaels.
WWF is in full-on panic spin mode here.
Where the roadie accidentally cost Jarrett the title. And tonight we're going to expose Jeff Jarrett.
I don't need to see that.
No, nobody does. We get the promo for the fall lineup. And then they come back and you have a lot of audio issues where you can't figure out that tonight Raw is brought to you by PlayStation.
Yes.
You can't hear Kevin Kelly. We go back to the victory party, which is the saddest looking victory party of all time.
I have it awkward.
Awkward.
It's like Doc, 7 guys from the face locker room, and a lot of empty space.
And Sable.
Sable.
Get the hell out of there.
That's the men's locker room.
Then we go to this very special expose on Jeff Jarrett. Brought to you by Vince McMahon. So why are we doing this?
Full-on spin mode. Basically, holy shit, another one of our guys just signed with WCW.
Okay.
Let's try to ruin him.
So they get on Jeff Jarrett for lip syncing on Raw because nobody gave a fuck. And we will see who sang the song for real next week.
Well, there's a cliffhanger.
We go to our next match as the Body Donnas in full jobber entrance
In
mode.
full no fucks given mode.
Take on the new tag team champions of Owen Hart and the British Bulldog with their new manager, Clarence Mason.
Good to see that
You know
Skip's neck isn't broken.
Yeah, you know that type. Mason, one of those guys.
What
Never trust a lawyer.
One of those types.
Lawyers, you just can't
Wow.
trust them, man.
What were you getting at?
I don't know. No.
We get a review of Mason's power play the night before. And,
So with Clarence Mason,
yeah,
somebody in creative would watch Seinfeld, right?
you would hope so.
They cut like a Jackie Childs episode.
I hope.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
We're going to make that a thing. So it starts off with Owen and Skip, and they're great.
I mean, come on, it's Owen and Skip.
And it's going really, really well until a gentleman decides to jump the rail. And this gentleman
Dumb fan.
seems to be getting quite a chance of ECW. And this man is none other than Taz.
These jamokes are back.
And he grabs a sign that says, Sabu fears Taz.
Yes.
When we come back from the commercial break, Taz is gone. There's a pretty decent "We Want Taz" chant from the crowd. So Owen just turns around and flips off the crowd.
Good for Owen.
Owen rules.
Skip with the head scissors takedown on Owen. Then Cornette has a promo because he's fucking pissed.
Yeah, wouldn't you be?
But he's going to bring down the hammer on everybody. Also, by the way, there's going to be a match next week. As Jim Cornette and the man they call Vader will take on the tag team of Shawn fucking Michaels and Jose Lothario.
I told you that feud must continue.
Fight forever.
By the way, during this promo, Owen hits a beautiful overhead suplex. Zip with the gut-wrench suplex on Owen. But Owen hits the spin heel kick on Skip. Locks in that sharpshooter for the 1-2-3. Your winners, Owen Hart and the British Bulldog.
I like the fact that Zip's just on the corner. He all right, don't run in, Zip. It's fine. Just what? Skip. Yeah.
The Body Donos are in full no fucks given mode anymore.
We get a review of that brutal main event between HBK and Mankind. Again, if you haven't seen that, go and fucking watch it. It's absolutely great.
Mind games.
And also we find out that at Buried Alive, we have 2 matches now. First, of course, is the Buried Alive match with Mankind and Taker. And the other is Sid versus Vader. So that's happening. Then out to the graveyard for a Taker promo where he will never let Mankind rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
We then go to Doc, who's outside Razor and Diesel's locker room.
Yeah.
And he tries to get into get an interview with them, but Razor shuts the door before he can get in. Then the PlayStation Slam of the Week is that table spot from the HBK Mankind match, because that thing's fucking awesome.
Yes.
And by the way, Stone Cold Steve Austin's out of commentary now. And he's shooting hard on Bret Hart.
Yes, he is.
Fook. And it's time for our main events.
What?
The main events of the evening.
Huh?
As Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
All right.
All right.
Wait, he's on TV, got his full entrance, is in the main fucking event?
All right.
Things about to change for this guy.
Taking on the Stalker.
Well, Steve Austin's got something to say about that.
Yeah, he does.
I love it.
Oh, would you like to please expound?
So during the match, they're calling it, and Steve Austin just flat out, "That's Barry Windham. Everybody knows that's Barry Windham. Why the hell has he got paint on his face calling him the Stalker?
Is he too ugly?
Yeah, that's Barry Windham."
Pause for a minute. What the hell his name is?
It was awesome when Perfect comes out, because, you know, this is all Mr. Perfect tonight. And it distracts Triple H, because, you know, he's worried about Mr. Steal Your Girl. And then the Stalker takes him off of the turnbuckle and just walks around with Hunter for like 30 seconds and hits a back suplex. That was showing some strength right there. By the way, Superstar line promo. Why did Diesel and Razor attack Savio Vega last night? Find out now by calling option 6. Back from the break, Stalker with the DDT, that gets 2. Then Triple H with a back suplex. Then Perfect's like, yeah, enough of this. Time to go take the girl away from Triple H. Whispers in her ear, and they leave.
What did he say? What did he say?
Triple H is up on the turnbuckle again, like, trying to figure out why the fuck she's leaving. Barry Windham's like, nope. Punches him, corrects him on the top turnbuckle, takes him up top. Superplex for the 1-2-3. Your winners. Or your winner, the Stalker, Barry Windham.
I think you're underselling how awesome that superplex float over pin was.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Brave.
So fucking pretty.
So good.
We then cut to Mankind and Paul Bearer out in the cemetery. the same exact fucking cemetery Undertaker was in, but they don't run into each other.
Yeah, right.
And yeah,
I was like, when the Taker promo, I was like, oh, that's cool, graveyard and all this and that. And then Mankind's in the same graveyard. I'm like, is like Taker off scene right now?
He's drinking a mochiata.
Yeah.
So here's my favorite part.
Rest in peace with this mochiata.
Paul Bearer and Mankind assert that it was the Undertaker that cost them the title last night at Mind Games.
Oh yes. Sexy boy.
Didn't the match end well before Taker was involved when Vader showed up and caused the disqualification?
Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Was there a good story here?
No. Okay. But that's what Paul's saying.
So that's their whole assertion for this whole thing.
Sexy boy.
Alright, so JR's like, enough of this. It's time for me to cut. Wait, no, we gotta cut to the Mankind promo. Okay, it's my time to sign, and we gotta go to commercial, JR. Son of a bitch!
JR's getting pissed.
So JR comes out, it's still in the ring when we come back from break, and he's like, okay, before I bring out Razor and Diesel, I got some stuff to say. And he goes on this like 5-minute tirade of this beautiful work shoot. Mm-hmm. Talking about how in '94, Super Bowl Sunday, he woke up with Bell's palsy. 2 weeks later, he's fired by the WWF. Vince gets indicted. They need somebody to do Raw. They bring him back. And then fire his ass again. They need him again. 50 cents on the dollar. They bring him back. And he's fucking pissed because he left a good job with the Falcons for this.
Was it the Yeah.
No, he did do a season of play-by-play for the Atlanta Falcons. That is true.
Okay.
But by the promo, you make it think that he was like the voice of the Falcons and left the dream.
Well, I thought when I first saw this I thought because like in 1993 I left, and he paused for a moment.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to say WCW, and then they just put in play the Falcons.
No, that was legit that you had been with the Falcons. So much like we have to do with certain people in political culture nowadays, Corey, let's put this thing through the fact checker.
Okay.
How much of this is true and how much of this is complete fucking bullshit?
Every bit of it is true.
Nice.
Oh, that's easy.
They did a very good job with this work shoot. Mm-hmm. I mean, he left out some parts, but what he's saying is true.
Yeah.
He was fired one of the times for theoretically informing people outside of the company of confidential company matters.
Oh, shit. That's usually not good.
Yes. But, I mean, it is awful coincidental that 2 weeks after he gets the Bell's palsy, he's fired.
Yeah.
I'm just...
It doesn't look good for...
Bad timing.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Vince.
And nothing about this promo looks good for Vince. But it's... Because the whole thing is being played up here is... This is all about JR getting back at Vince.
Oh, yeah, and he brings up, the people that are no longer here, that's because of him. The people that were getting in is because of him.
He's been busy.
Mm-hmm. So with this, and without any further ado, I call to the ring Razor Ramon.
Man, when that music hits, that crowd goes fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the return of Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
And then he comes through the curtains.
And then we do the wide shot.
The best part is the look on the people's faces in the entry ramp of...
Yep.
Wait, what?
The fuck? That's not Razor.
Who? What?
This is shit.
Corey, explain.
Well, as I've been trying to tell you guys for months or weeks now, ever since JR started spouting his bullshit, Hall and Nash are under contract to WCW, so don't worry about him. Basically, this is, straight shooting, this is some petty bullshit on Vince's part.
You think?
Incredibly petty. You know what? Fuck them. They took my guys and they're making money and killing us. And they tried to use... he's suing them at the time because they tried to be Razor and Diesel. Well, they didn't. They just skirted that line. Yeah. So we'll just bring back... Fuck them. It's not Hall and Nash that mattered. It was my characters that got over. I could put anybody in that goddamn outfit. And that's the mindset he had, and that's exactly what he fucking did.
And I like the fact is... they took my guys, and it's like, no, your guys wanted to stay.
Yeah.
You didn't pay, and you were more important about having the Razor Ramon character than Diesel character.
Yeah. And loyalty only goes so far. When it's a business and they're throwing money at you, it's like, well, fuck. I'm going to go there.
So, who the fuck is this?
Rick Bogner. Up until this point, I'm not sure what he'd done anything of note in America. I mean, he wrestled in Puerto Rico and in Japan. And was just known as kind of looking like he could play Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
So that's who we're going to get.
Okay.
So we have a fake Sting, and now we have a fake Razor.
Yeah. And a fake Diesel.
No,
we haven't even
come
met
on
Diesel yet.
We haven't seen Diesel.
But I mean, it's fake though.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be fake.
And with that, Savio Vega comes in and starts beating the shit out of whoever the fuck this is.
We're out of time.
I honestly
well,
thought the Razor promo was a lot longer.
Ooh, how bad was that Razor promo? Hey, oh, Chico.
And then we're out of time.
Was it fucking being fucking Gato right there? Gato?
Right, that's what he sounded like. It was terrible.
Oreza Renmecaras.
Hey, 1996, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the end of the show.
Back in 1996, it was just Jado and Gato. Fuck you.
So, with that, I mean,
Hold on, I have to tell one story.
please do.
Please, you guys are going to love this. Hall and Nash benefited the most out of this.
Oh, yeah?
Have you heard this story?
No.
Okay, Joe, you're going to love this.
All right.
So, Jim Ross does this on that Raw, and all of a sudden, Bischoff's like, what the fuck, you guys going back to WWE? No, we got a contract. It's like, I don't know, man. So, Hall and Nash, WWE is so paranoid that they're going to lose this golden ticket they got right now, that Hall and Nash successfully renegotiate the new contract they just signed months earlier to become a favored nations contract. Do you know what that is?
Crap, you'll have to remind me.
Nope.
Basically, if they bring in anybody and pay them more than Hall and Nash's contracts get bumped up to the equal
That's
amount.
right, yeah.
What the hell?
Automatically.
Just because they were paranoid about losing them. So Hall and Nash benefit more than anybody from this whole fake Razor and Diesel thing.
Oh.
And why do you think Nash spent a year trying to get Bischoff to get Brett in there with all that money? Because as soon
Favored nations contract.
they signed that contract with Brett, Hall and Nash's contracts went sky high.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. That is brilliant. So
who got worked more? Bischoff? The fans? I mean, what?
Brett.
Yeah.
Shit. So with that being said, I mean, this is a okay Raw, but is anybody gonna say it was as good as Nitro?
I mean,
At one point, I thought of it because of how chaotic Nitro was, but
this week
Nitro's
is
gonna
closer
win.
than most,
Yeah.
but Nitro wins.
Yeah.
I still think it's by a landslide too. I mean, I love the chaotic nature of Nitro. It told such a
But
fucking good story.
For me, 96, I was 9.
Yes.
But coming from a 9-year-old and
It
just,
would be jarring.
it's just
Yeah.
like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
I was just going through that process, be like, okay.
Because I gotta tell you, watching live as a 16-year-old, Nitro kicked ass.
Oh, as a
Yeah.
13-year-old,
As
it's
a
like,
16-year-old, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
happening.
But as a 9-year-old, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh, yeah, no,
and
it's
then you go to
jarring.
Raw and you're like, okay, it's simple.
But then again, at the end of Raw, even a 9-year-old with that work shoot Jim Ross has got going
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
be like, what the hell?
But it's Nitro for me.
So how bad was the butt kicking this time in the ratings?
Let's go back a week, shall we?
Okay.
Well, last week, the butt kicking was WCW 3.7, Monday Night Raw 2.1.
Okay, so now we're coming off of the pay-per-view now.
Yep. This week, WCW 3.4,
Little down.
Raw 2.
Point,
Raw 2.
just 2.
Just 2.
Woo. Okay.
Ow.
2!
Well, that's embarrassing, coming off of the pay-per-view. So, with that being said, award show time? Fuck.
weird. Interesting.
And now this match brought to you by the New World Order.
There you go.
So I'm interested in this one actually first because talking earlier to Joe Johnson, like you two have the same person as your MVP of the night.
Yes, we talked about this yesterday.
And I think I'm different than you guys.
Of course you are.
I want. What is
ours makes sense.
I think mine will as well. Go ahead. Who's your MVP?
Eric Bischoff.
Bischoff.
Which is brilliant. That's a really good way to go about that.
He carried it. I mean, so good.
I'm going to go a little bit different.
Mark Mero. Funny about that big one.
Undertaker.
Nope. My MVP of the night, the hardest working man in show business, the Giants.
He was all over the place.
He won a match and did ring announcing and helped Six in his debut.
That's true.
Hardest working man in show business.
And then got bombarded with fucking hard-hitting journalism by Scott Hall at the very end.
Bischoff's the right choice, but I like my Giant pick. I'm not gonna lie. Moa Dim of the night.
Well, this is interesting.
I got mine.
I have mine. Okay, Joe, where are you going?
My Modib is the WWF locker room with that awkward celebration.
Oh, the face locker room. Good call.
Oh my god. It was, hey, yeah, congratulations. There was more celebrations when Sean won his, with him jumping into Diesel's arms and champagne flying.
That's a good call. Corey?
This one's a little tough for me. I'm gonna go with what was that dude's name? DL Nutsack?
Bo Ledoux.
Yeah, that guy.
Exactly what I was going with as well.
That guy's terrible.
Bo Ledoux.
Bola
I
who?
like DL Nutsack.
DL Nutsack there, just not good.
Oh, not good at all.
He was brought in by the NWO too. He's the new member of the NWO.
Actually, I think he's probably a high-priced WCW newcomer.
Oh, there you go, Jim Powers.
Young up-and-comer. The boys at the gym love him.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. My Moa Dim of the week goes to Jim Powers. He gets roasted in this show.
Yeah, he does.
Holy shit. Match of the night.
I had to think hard about this.
I know.
I talked to you, and I'm going to agree with yours.
Mine being Mike Enos versus Chris Jericho.
Yep.
That was a really fun match.
It was.
I want to see more from those two. That would be really good stuff. I don't know if I'll ever will, but
I've been singing the praises of Mike Enos.
yes.
And,
wait. Are you gonna sit here and talk about how much you've sung the praises of Chris Jericho?
Well, I have done that.
Well, because everybody has.
Yeah. I was on that bandwagon first, though. God damn it.
Worst match of the night.
There's competition.
There is.
Oh, I got mine.
Okay, where are you gonna go?
Pat Tatanka and Glacier.
Pat Tatanka,
Tanaka.
Tatanka.
God damn it, Joe.
Native American Kung Fu master.
Big Chief was kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Corey?
Pat Tatanka.
That's awesome.
No copyright.
Yeah, no,
infringement.
Glacier wins. Glacier gets it.
Pat Tatanka.
Pat Tanaka and Glacier.
I prefer Pat Tatanka because it's not copyright.
Yeah.
Wait. Who did Bo Ledoux fight? I can't remember.
That was Giant. Oh, no, that was Bola Doo. That was
Hold on.
it was Giant, wasn't it?
Giant.
No, it was NWO Sting and Bo Ledoux.
Oh, that was terrible.
That's my worst match of the night.
That's fair.
Because at least Pat Tanaka hits a fucking sit-out powerbomb.
Good for Tatanka.
It's not NWO Sting and fucking Bo Ledoux.
But when Tatanka was in WCW, they called him PT. Just for Pat.
There you go.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, Pat Tatanka.
Jeff,
Jeff, calm down.
we've lost the host.
We have lost the host.
I'm back. So,
My what the fuck is why they allow Pat Tatanka in the ring.
what the fuck is when you shut up? Let me ask you what the fuck. By the way, what the fuck?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's not like you're really left with few options here.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got my what the fuck, and it's brilliant.
It's a plethora here. It's a smorgasbord of what the
Let Corey
fuck.
go. He says it's brilliant.
Okay,
Oh,
Corey.
that's a positive what the fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a positive.
Well,
what
that's
the fuck.
dumb.
No, it's not done. You're done.
Oh no, I know what my what the fuck.
Cock goblin.
Listen here, slap nuts. My what the fuck is?
Will you stop?
My what the fuck is fake razor?
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Chico.
Oh, Chico. Chico. I just ate a foot long.
Yeah, I bet he did.
But wait, that was BY Diesel still in the back?
That's what he did.
I just wanted to shout out to my homeboy, Pat Tatanka. PT.
God damn it.
Baby.
Yeah, it's bullshit. So
I gotta fucking cover that.
Please do.
Mine's a serious positive. What the fuck? The WWF had been embarrassing itself for like a month now, promising something they knew they couldn't deliver in Razor and Diesel, at least in the sense people were expecting. They still maintained that they were in the right and that was actually correct. But they're idiots.
No, they're idiots completely.
But the beautiful thing is the placement, like I hinted at during the podcast, where Hall and Nash end up on TV like 7:55. Right. Except no substitutes. The real deal is here. And then you don't know when they're going to debut Razor and Diesel. That's noticed. So what do they do during the show, the last hour?
They're on
You
screen.
see them almost all the time.
Constantly, yeah.
Whether they're doing interfering, they're on commentary, they're wrestling. Hall and Nash are a constant present on screen for the entire hour almost.
Just to counteract. Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
That's fucking brilliant. So, I guess it leaves me with my what the fuck. I have a lot of places I can go with this.
Like terrible Taker promo.
Why the fuck was the Ultimate Warrior not in the WWF long enough to trip over that buried alive tombstone running out to the ring?
He would have.
But no, mine goes to Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Oh.
The fake Taker or fake Diesel and fake Razor thing's complete bullshit. But you're so desperate that you're going to try to besmirch the name of Jeff Jarrett as a country music star.
I love the fact that he's so worried about losing stars that he's going to have another Double J. Like, that character was so vital to the company. I can almost see Razor and Diesel. They made shit tons of money.
Yeah.
We got to get... Nope, fuck that. He ain't going to Nitro. We need a goddamn Double J now. Now.
Oh my god.
I don't care. It's called Double J.
Why? He didn't even like Jarrett.
Nope.
Vince hates the fuck out of Jarrett.
Uh-huh.
And Jarrett hates the fuck out of Vince. Yeah. But it's like, why? Why are you doing this?
I mean, I'm surprised he doesn't have a 4, 5, 6 kid.
Shit, I actually kind of figured that out.
Yeah, right.
Where's the $2 million man?
All of a sudden, Bob Holly's repackaged. 4, 5, 6, ding.
Oh my god, the ABC kid.
The ABC kid.
They couldn't get it over there with Disney.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. And another Monday Night War Stories is in the books. And it's time to get to the month of October next time.
Well, we still have one more September.
Do we still have one more
29th?
September?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are.
30th.
30th, yeah.
You know, we're only like 5 days away from my birthday and the storyline.
Well, that's
right
awesome.
now.
Well,
We're gonna have to have a storyline birthday party.
Yeah, hell yeah.
well, Marty Jannetty be there.
No, but I can maybe get the NWO to stop by.
You think you can?
They're so broke they have to do house kids parties.
I don't want not broke. Razor or Hall and Nash just got a raise. So
I don't want no thugs.
So yeah, we're just shy of October. By the way, we've done this for a year.
we have.
Wow.
NWO Sting could be your birthday clown.
Jesus Christ! Again, thank you very much for everybody who has listened throughout the year.
hell.
Mainly Booble. He's the only guy who's listened to all
And all the
52.
other fans.
We promise at some point we're going to get better at this.
When we don't know. Probably about the time we lose Joe. But
Wow! What the fuck?
I kid.
The lonely Toshi speaks only for himself, Joe. I think
Thanks,
you're a
Rory.
valuable part of this podcast.
Thank you.
I'll say you keep that phone shining. You keep that phone shining.
Ooh, Jesus.
Because he's always on NoCellEntertainment.com because he's want to make sure all of our contacts are there.
When you're on those websites, you keep swiping right, buddy.
Hey, I always swipe left.
That's
You can
doing it
also.
wrong the whole time.
That's my problem. God damn it. Of course, you can follow us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on YouTube, at NoCellEntertainment.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at NoCellENT. You can follow us on Instagram at NoCellENT. Snapchat, NoCell Podcast. Facebook.com/NoCellEntertainment. Contact us at NoCellEntertainment.com. You can find all of us on our contact page at NoCellEntertainment.com. You can also follow us individually on the Twitter. Joe?
At the Dasheen.
Okay. And Corey?
That kayfabe guy.
Cool. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at the Mac THEMAACK.
I feel like you're expecting me to do like some numbers at the end, but it's like, no.
I keep on waiting for the 2-3.
Yeah, it's like,
I just keep on waiting for the 23 drop.
Dasheen, and you're like, and
To be fair, I also am trying to make sure you get it right every week because we had a little bit of an issue there for a bit.
A week. There's a the now.
There is a thought. That's good. We have that in concrete.
Yep.
And with that being said, for producer Zen, for Dasheen Joseph Lessel, for the Human Wrestling Database Corey Mack, for the people at Toronto Skydome in 1990,
Woo!
I am the Onitoshi Jeff Mack. Good night.